Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we need to talk. We are not living in normal times. The stock market's fake, the birds are bourgeoisie, and the girlies are spiraling. But today, we gather to bear witness to a resurrection. One unlikely diva who crawled from the trenches, the one person who is going to save the day. She is a diva, she is the cultural reset, and she is Addison Rae.
I need a bad bleep. Addison Rae.
This will be an in-depth dissertation on the return of the most unlikely it girl since Paris Hilton discovered the concept of irony. This is the ARCU, also known as the Addison Rae Cinematic Universe. Addison Rae Easterling was born on October 6th, 2000, to her parents Monty Lopez and Sherry Easterling. Addison started her dance career at age 6, where she would compete across the country. Addison also attended LSU, or Louisiana State University, where she studied broadcast journalism. And here's where we get our first amazing video from Addison, where she's trying to get into a club using her fame. And, iconic.
And my Instagram too, athletes are following me.
All right,
here. This Grant Delpit followed me last night, and I was like,
all right, look,
what are you
you follow us on Instagram, the bar, do you?
I will.
Addison then left Louisiana and moved to Los Angeles, where she would pursue her social media career. She popped and locked her way to the top alongside some very familiar names such as Charli D'Amelio, Dixie D'Amelio, Avani Gregg, and most of the Hype House crowd. At this point, she was also on and off with another TikToker named Bryce Hall, who looks like he eats creatine by the tubful. And this is around where COVID hit in 2020. In the middle of the pandemic, Addison strikes up an unlikely friendship with the Kourtney Kardashian, like hanging out at the pool every weekend type of friends, like on Keeping Up with the Kardashian type of friends. The internet was really confused because it seemed like a very unlikely duo. I mean, Kourtney was 40 and Addison was 20 at the time, and it just seemed like, what are you guys bonding about? And there were lots of theories during this time, like, was this PR? Was Kourtney lonely? Who knows? During this time, she also permanently breaks up with TikToker Bryce Hall and starts dating Omar Fedi, the very red-headed music producer. And around that time, finally, her new movie releases. It was called He's All That, and it was a remake of She's All That from 1999, but starring our very own Addison. When the movie dropped, it received so much hate. Everybody was talking about how bad the movie was, how bad the acting was. But see, Addison, she wasn't concerned with any of that. She skipped the apology video and got right into the studio. Also, this is a really weird memory, but does anybody else remember when Addison Rae's dad cheated on her mom? And he went on a whole cheating spree with these really young girls, and then Young Gravy started to PR date Sherry, Addison's mom, and then Addison's dad wanted to box Young Gravy. Yeah, that whole situation just feels like a fever dream. 2023. The Addison Rae song leaks drop. She releases To Die For, featuring Charli XCX, I Got It Bad, and Nothing On But the Radio in her debut EP titled AR. And one of them was a rejected Lady Gaga track. And we were fed for the first time in years. And all of a sudden, Addison Rae had taste? ? Her leaks then start gaining traction, and especially when Addison is spotted with a style and an aesthetic that nobody is used to Addison having. She had completely switched her vibe from TikTok, dance, hype house to Tumblr 2014 glittery flip phone. And she iconically dressed up as Britney Spears in front of the paparazzi while reading Britney Spears' biography to show her support of Britney Spears. In 2024, Charli XCX releases Von Dutch on February 29th. And then she drops a remix featuring Addison Rae, where we finally get her iconic scream. And this is where we got lyrics, linked with Addison on Melrose, bought some cute clothes, and wrote this in the studio. And then on August 9th, Addison releases her new single, Diet Pepsi. It is met with lots of praise and new fans. Her music video is also so iconic. It has Drew Van Acker in it, who plays Jason DeLaurentis from Pretty Little Liars. I swear that show connects to everybody. Later that year, Addison appears in Charli XCX's Inner Circle and becomes canon in the BCU, which is the Brat Cinematic Universe, alongside others like Troye Sivan. On October 25th, 2024, Addison releases another single titled Aquamarine. On Halloween, Addison joins Charli XCX, Rosalia, and Troye Sivan, where Troye Sivan dressed up as Addison in her iconic Britney Spears pap photos. On February 14th, 2025, Addison releases another single called High Fashion. Addison then shows up at Coachella 2025 to perform alongside Charli XCX and Troye Sivan in their set. We get her iconic scream in person, and it's amazing. Also, I forgot to research this, but I'm pretty sure that Charli also brought Addison out on some shows at her tour. I might be imagining that though, so don't quote me on that. April 18th, 2025, Addison releases yet another single called Headphones On. Finally, June 6th, 2025, Addison Rae releases her first debut album called Addison. The album cover is also so cute. Can we talk about that for a second? Like, it looks like it's from the 2000s. It looks like it belongs on a CD. I swear nobody gets this album like I do. The songs on the album include New York, which sounds like crying on the subway and pretending to be in a Sofia Coppola movie. It's feeling lost but free in your early 20s. It's such an amazing intro to the album. It's clubby but angelic at the same time. The next song is Diet Pepsi, which we all know and love already. I love this song. I have loved it since it came out. So catchy, so fun, amazing beat. If this song were a person, it would have vanilla lip gloss and a smoky eye, and I know it for a fact. This song makes me want to like stand up in a car like through the sunroof while we speed down a highway at sunset. Does that make sense? Also, the ending, I cannot. The music video, everything about it, I love that song. This was the slowed and reverbed sound that I was looking for so desperately in 2020. Like, I would have made some banger edits to this song. The third song on the album is called Money Is Everything. This one is iconic. The monologue at the beginning is so chic. I feel like Charli XCX helped her on this beat because it sounds very Charli at some parts, but you can tell that Addison put her own sound on it. Capitalism never sounded this hot. She's so 2000s, she doesn't care. And the chorus is so catchy. The fourth song on the album is Aquamarine. Floaty, ethereal, unreal. You can almost hear how much she loves herself, but in the best way possible. She's doing whatever she wants, letting go and being herself. Also, the vocal layering, unexpectedly tender. The fifth song on the album is called Lost and Found, and it is the 48-second interlude. And does this girl know how to make an interlude? It is so good and like so ethereal and floaty again. The echo, the airy vocals, she sounds like she's singing from inside a pink lava lamp. The sixth song on the album is called High Fashion. The song is I'm hot and I'm sad, but mostly hot. Addison's voice is low and kind of breathy, which works so well with the song. The seventh song on the album is called Summer Forever. This is personally my favorite song on the entire album. This song feels like the beach episode. The name says forever, but the feeling you get is that everything is coming to an end and you can't stop it. It's so bright and sparkly on the surface, but you can almost feel that sadness lurking through it. It does feel like summer, but almost like the really quiet moments in between the really loud moments where you can reflect on all the good times. Amazing song, 10 out of 10. The eighth song on the album is called In the Rain. This song belongs in a indie movie where a girl gets ditched at a party. It's slow, it's haunting, it's beautiful. To be honest, the vocals on every song kills it, but there's something really like almost cinematic about this song. The ninth song on the album is called Fame is a Gun. This is the thesis. This is her Oscar campaign moment. It's just Addison and some synth, and I love a synth. She sounds like she's mourning something that you're not supposed to say out loud, but in like the best way possible and in the most dancey way possible. This one feels very Britney to me, and it also feels like Alison DeLaurentis personified to me. The 10th song on the album is called Times Like These. This one sounds like scrolling through your camera roll at 2 a.m. when you realize all of the friends that you had in 2021 are now strangers to you. It's kind of hopeful, but also at the same time, absolutely not. It feels like almost like the end credits of a very sad film that only played at like 2 festivals in Berlin. Like almost like she's singing through a fog. The 11th song on the album is called Life's No Fun Through Clear Waters. I love this title. To me, it's a 10 out of 10. That sounds like a Lana Del Rey lyric if I've ever heard one. Almost like floating in the pool, aesthetically depressed. And the 12th and last song on the album is called Headphones On, which is also another previous single. This one and a couple others like Diet Pepsi and Fame as a Gun have gone a little bit more viral on TikTok, but it's because it is so good fully. Like, it's easily one of the standouts of the album. It's very main pop girl feel. Also, oh my god, the lyrics about her parents are insane, just knowing all of that lore. And again, so catchy. Guess I gotta accept the pain. You cigarette to make me feel better. Every good thing comes my way. So I put my headphones on. And this album is like a scrapbook for beautiful girls with abandonment issues. To me, I can hear the intention behind it. It's very cohesive. It has a point of view that I really like. There's melancholy hidden beneath the glittery pop. And there's a whole lot of like honesty behind the words. You can tell she loved making this album and she had so much fun. It's not pretending to be anything it's not. It's very much her style and I love that. This album sounds like someone who's been through the most embarrassing parts of growing up in the public eye. And somehow she came out on the other side with enough awareness to make art out of it. Addison Rae, the former TikTok star, perhaps maybe one day a Grammy nominee, has released a very interesting pop debut. She's an icon, she is the moment, and she's only gonna get bigger from here if that's even possible. She is Addison Rae. Anyways, hi, I'm Isabella, and thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you like the outfit today. I picked it out because I specifically thought that Addison would probably love this outfit. The hair is a little bit Lana Del Rey. I mixed up the Rays, Addison Rae. But I think Addison would still love it. And like always, if you had fun this week, you should subscribe because I guarantee you'll have fun next week because I do post weekly every single Monday. Anyways, I love ya, great to see ya, and I will see you next week. Bye. Alexa, play Diet Pepsi.